Where like the entrepreneurial, get it on my own mindset come from?
Man, to be honest, bro, my mom, my mom, well, I honestly, man, my whole family, like, I got all women in my family. So from my grandma up, they was all hustlers. You know what I'm saying? They had the ambition to get it. So, my pops wasn't in my life. So that's why I got my fuel from seeing my moms and them get to it. I'm like, man, if they could get to it, it ain't no excuse for me.
What's good? And welcome to the COSIGN Life. If you're watching this video, that means you co-sign us and we co-sign you. So here are a couple of ways to support us at COSIGN Magazine. Number one, view the description below, click the link, and purchase an issue of COSIGN Magazine. Just like this one right here, physical. You can purchase this. Number two, you can also support us by purchasing COSIGN merch. Hit the link below and it'll take you to all our past merch items, and we'd love to have your support and see you wear COSIGN Magazine. We're back with another episode of COSIGN Conversations. This time I got my guy Phor from Chicago, but now he lives in the city of Dallas, so we had to reach out, not only get him to do an interview with us, but this is a COSIGN cover edition of COSIGN Magazine. So you heard that first, COSIGN cover edition. My guy, how you doing?
Big dog, what up,
man? Pleasure to have you, bro.
Man, always.
Man, no doubt. All right, bro, so the way I like to do these interviews, I like to get the backstory, right? You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows you as an artist or for Black in Chicago, but let's go before that. Let's start with growing up in Chicago. What was life for you like growing up in Chicago?
I mean, for me personally, like, I grew up, you know what I'm saying, in the Black community, you know what I'm saying, they call it the hood or whatever, just like everybody else. But, I was always inspired by like hustlers. There was a lot of hustlers around me, no matter what they sold, you know what I'm saying? But what motivated me was like, they mindset, and I just applied my art to it, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to sell drugs or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But that's what motivated me, you know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I mean? Of course, it'd be little fights or whatever, you know what I'm saying? One-on-one fights and we jumping, you know what I'm saying? But like now it's different. It's like people now picking up guns,
for sure,
all that. So it's a different world we in. But I come from that era, you know what I mean, where it was like, you fought instead of, picking up weapons.
For sure. So where did like the entrepreneurial, get it on my own mindset come from?
Man, to be honest, bro, my mom, my mom, well, I honestly, man, my whole family, like I got all women in my family. So from my grandma up, they was all hustlers. You know what I'm saying? They had the ambition to get it. So, my pops wasn't in my life. So that's why I got my fuel from seeing my moms and them get to it. I'm like, man, if they could get to it, it ain't no excuse for me.
Right.
So the mentality of seeing, you know what I'm saying, with just being surrounded by hustlers and having that part of my family on the women's side, it was like it was like the best of both worlds. I couldn't lose. So it's like, if this didn't motivate you, you know what I mean? I don't know what what I'm saying, what I've been doing. So, shout out to them. But that's what really kept me going, just like knowing that, we had got evicted at one point. You know what I'm saying? We had lost a crib.
Were you in high school? What point were you in your life at that time?
I was in high school, freshman year, sophomore year down there. And a lot of people don't know, like we stayed in like all through high school, like majority, you know what I'm saying? First half of high school I stayed in like hotels.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Because we had lost a crib, and then moms was getting a crib built, and then the people that ran off with my mom's money. So we was all fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And my mom was taking care of, me, my sister, my brother, my cousin, some shit. She took everybody in, you know what I'm saying? But like we all in the hotel. A lot of people didn't know that. But she still was, going to work, doing what she got to do. So I just started figuring out a hustle, like in high school. So I was saving lunch money, you know what I'm saying? And I started designing. I started buying shoes like white ones, you know what I'm saying? I started customizing my shoes.
Gotcha.
And then I started building clientele with that. And then I started doing shirts and all that, you know what I mean? So in high school, that's how I was able to start making money, you know what I'm saying?
So with your shoes and shirts, I know when I was growing up, it was like the times where it was like lettering, kind of like spray painting. Is that what you were doing?
Nah, bro. I was doing what motherfuckers are doing now, like custom.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you doing it early?
Yeah. Like I was putting material on shoes. I actually used to work for Nike. I ended up getting hired by Nike, like right after my freshman year of college. You know what I'm saying? Nike grabbed me.
Where'd you go to school at?
It was called Thornwood High School.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was in the south. It was in the south suburbs of
Okay.
Chicago. You know what I mean? But that was because my mom, she didn't want me to go to just the city schools.
Yeah.
It was a little different. She wanted to be.
That's my mom used to do that too.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
make sure
yeah.
I go to a good school, no matter where we was at, situation,
Yeah.
for better opportunities and all that. So tell us about working with Nike, like how they find you and how was that experience working with like,
It
prestige?
was crazy.
Like
I was so young. You know what I'm saying? And I was just doing what I. You know what I'm saying? It was just a talent.
Right.
But I was doing this to get by. You know what I'm saying? And I was doing music also. You know what I'm saying? And so this guy. My boy COSIGN, he works for a powerful radio station out there called 92.3 at the time. And he was working with their street team. He happened to see my shoes one day I was out. Took my number, we kind of just built from there. I put him on the music. And then, next thing I know, he knew somebody that worked for Nike. You know what I mean? He kind of just sent the pictures of one of my shoes to them. And next thing you know, it happened fast. Next thing you know, I'm mind you, I'm young, so yeah. I'm at a big round table. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff you see on like TV or movies. Right. Like it's a big old round table. You know what I'm saying? All these bosses is from executive, vice presidents, and it's just me right here. You know what I'm saying? And they present me to projects that they needed me to work on, and how they was a fan of my work. So he kind of was like my representation that got me through the door. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So how long was that opportunity for you? How long did you do that?
Man, about 2 years.
2 years. What made you leave Nike?
Man, you know what it was? I had to realize, bro, and shout out to Nike. I appreciate the opportunity, but for me, they had tried to lowball me. You know what I'm saying, for my money.
Right.
And what I had to learn, and luckily I was working with, my homegirl at the time. She was a sheriff, and she was keeping all my emails and stuff on file, like everything, you know what I'm saying, just in case of,
right.
I need to,
Yeah, set you back.
Yeah, so, it was good, but once I learned that, they was just trying to treat me like a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, be appreciative of what we doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of where you from, where you at, and for me, it was like, nah, bro, like.
Yeah, you know your value.
I want my value, bro, so. Yeah. Once I pulled, and then like once I got paid, they had, when I noticed I was lowballed, I was missing some thousands. I'm like, hold on, this ain't right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I showed them the email, so it was either my words were there, but I'm going off what y'all said.
Right.
So the proof was in the pudding. They had to do what they had to do.
Yeah, documentation already.
Yeah, and I felt like they got mad at me for saying something. You know what I'm saying? And because I was supposed to go to Portland, Oregon. Okay. That's where the headquarters is. And I was going to be fully on board, you know what I mean? But once I spoke up for myself, I feel like they was mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, we talking about $1 billion corporation.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I just parted from that. And then from there, I just stumbled into tattooing. You know what I'm saying? I was finna come up with a clothing line and everything at the time because I already had told you I had a clientele from customizing.
Exactly.
So, then I stumbled into tattooing. You know what I mean?
What year is this that you started tattooing?
Let me see. I want to say maybe like this was like 2011, 2012, I think. Yeah, one of them years.
Yeah, and even with that, it's just something like self-taught. You just taught yourself, or you had an apprentice?
Well, I was already getting tattoos. So
okay.
one of my close friends, he was doing tattoos. We used to do custom shoes also. You know what I'm saying? His name's Jet. I was working with him for a minute, and so. Well, he was tattooing me, and then one day I was bored. Me and my brother, we had this crib. This New Year's, we snowed in. You know what I'm saying? And my brother told me to tattoo him, and I ain't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So, but my dog, he gave me his equipment. Like, man, just go for it. I got you. And I'm playing around with it. Now I'm thinking at the time, the deeper I go, the more it's gonna stay in your skin. Right. I ain't knowing I'm damaging nobody at the time. I'm just knowing this shit got to be dark. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It got to be dark still to stay in. So I ended up doing one of my designs for my shirts, and my brother always been one of my biggest supporters. Okay. So he always like, man, bro, you can do it on me if you ain't got nobody. He plays sports, so he played basketball, so he want to show tats on the court.
Right, exactly.
So I do it, and man, it was a quick turnaround response like next day. He was dating this girl that played basketball, so all her teammates saw his tattoo. Yeah. and they all wanted something. Imagine, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I didn't have no equipment.
Yeah.
But he passed the word and it spread fast. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to get good. Like, like it's like you can. It's kind of like this, bro. It's just like basketball. Like if you see Mike jump from the free throw line, it don't mean you can do it. That takes skill.
Yeah, it takes
confidence. You know what I'm saying? So like, like you got to know, like just because you see it, you got to know the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's being applied. So it just took time for me to get.
Yeah, you got to start from the block and then go up.
Yeah,
you just don't start from the free throw.
Yeah, you got to build, bro. You know what it's
levels. That's what's up, man. So with that, you're doing the tattooing, you're growing, and you're doing music at the same time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So tell us how you balancing music and tattooing.
I mean, it's just like anybody else. Like, it's just like anybody else that has a 9 to 5. Let's say they go to work, and then after they work, they got their dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, like tattooing was like my investor. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Using the capital tattooing to invest in the music.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's getting you the studio time, production,
everything,
all that.
Videos and stuff. You know how it go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what it's. But what's crazy is like I had to literally convert, like from me having a fan base for me customizing clothes, had to convert them over to tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm doing now.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? The music always been there since high school. You know what I'm saying? But I never mixed the two. I always kept whatever I did separate out of that. Even with tattooing. I got a fan base for both, but I try to, you know, what I'm trying to do now, I guess, is find a way to connect them both.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Make it a whole lifestyle.
Yeah, make it a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I just never thought like, because I never rap about tattooing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say, today I'm doing a dragon, butterfly. You know what I'm saying? But I may incorporate it in my visuals. That's what I'm thinking about doing.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Just because it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know
it's part of your life. It's part of your life, man. All right, man. So before we dive deep into the music, right, let's talk about reality TV. That's it's a big industry. You know what I'm saying? So what season did you get on Black in Chicago?
Man, sister. Day one.
Day one. And you did 6 seasons, right?
Yep.
All right, so tell us how that opportunity came about. Because there's people who want to do reality TV, don't even know how to start, don't even know how to get noticed.
Sure.
So kind of tell us the behind the scenes and how you got noticed and how all that happened.
Man, bro. So, for one, I was never looking for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think none of us was. Like, I was always just a person, like, I didn't care for, like, attention or fame. Like, I always been, like, low profile dude. Right. Like, get my money, get my respect, lay low. You know? That's all I cared about, money and respect. And so, you know, it's just kind of like this. Like, I feel like when you working so much on whatever it is you're trying to do, it's like you working with your head down. Sometimes by the time you look up, the world in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're starting to get noticed. So for me in a group of team and people I was around, we was already running the city. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was me, it was Ryan, and it was just a guy named Van. We all had our own clientele. Right. Now in our city, they rather us, you know, compete. Right. Not knowing how cool we all are. This is just outside looking in. Right. And, you know, it's whispers of who better than who, all that stupid stuff. So what we did was did something different in our city. We came together. So that way, you know what I'm saying, they can't say nothing. Right. But respect it. So we all came together, the whole team got built. And within a year of us working together, bro, we was you know, blessed with the opportunity to, you know, to be filmed, you know what I'm saying, on national TV. It was surreal because we didn't know, really, honestly, I wasn't even going to do it. Right. Like,
what was the hesitation?
I mean, it's for one, just privacy, you know what I mean? You know, not, you still want to be human, bro. Like, some people just, like, now it's just different. Like, I can't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was already hesitant, but I took it and ran with it because it was an executive team decision. Right. Like, all right, if you win, I'm in. We're going to rock together. Like, let's just do it. And, you know, that's pretty much was it. Like, I would just tell anyone just to don't focus on just trying to be seen. Work on the work ethic and just go get noticed. You know what I mean? It don't matter if it's one person to 100 to 1,000 to 1,000,000. Somebody gonna see you. You know what I mean? As long as you giving 100% to what it is you're trying to do, it's gonna get noticed. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody. I had to learn that everybody got their turn. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying?
So from the business aspect, talk to us about negotiating or that deal structure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, see, I was signed to a 6-year. You know what I'm saying? Situation. So.
From jump, it was like this is this is
Well, not 6 years. It was more 6 seasons there.
6 seasons. Okay.
Yeah, 6 seasons. So for us, you know, it's like this. It worked like this. Like they'll put an offer on the table for you, right? But it's only a beginner's fee at the beginning because they don't know how successful the show's gonna
work.
Right. So, you know, every season, the more. So every time, so when the show aired, bro, we happen to be number one every Monday night. You know what I'm saying? Over all the networks. That's every show that's coming on in our time.
Right.
It's time slot. So it's based on how much, you know, traffic you're getting to the show. You know what I'm saying? Like the more they get paid, the more we get paid. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you know, social media gets involved. You know what I'm saying? Are we trending on Twitter?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All those things go into it. So like the more and more value, the more demand, the more price. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. So every season going up, they offer you more money. You know what I'm saying?
So it wasn't like, okay, you got a 6-season deal, but let's say.
Yeah, it wasn't like no NBA contract. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like we on season 1. Okay. So because it's like this, like just because they give us an offer of how many seasons they want us, it's still not a guarantee that we may even make it season 2 or season 3, season 4. Like, you know, because if we get bad ratings or bad numbers, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, why would we even keep, you know what I'm saying, wasting our money on something that's dead weight at this point, that's not working.
For sure.
So that's how it go. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
So when you was going into it, did you know that you were like, okay, I'm gonna kind of use this just for more exposure, or what was your mind frame going into it?
Honestly, bro, we were just some young kids having fun, bro. Yeah. Like when they came, so to check this out, when they came to film us, we didn't know what we was filming. They was like, yeah, they just wanted to come. Like we thought it was a documentary. But to be honest, they came on a good week. Like, cause it was things that was happening that weekend, regardless, cameras or no camera. So the timing was everything. They was able to capture everything they was capture. They able to capture more than enough of footage of what they needed. It was a great week they came. We didn't know what we filmed, so 3 months after, that's when we got the real call, what it was and what it was for, what network, et cetera, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at first we was all happy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then, like, it's crazy. Like, once you start dealing with, like, all the BS and all the headaches, every season, it just feels more draining. It's like, oh, hey, we get a call. Hey, guys, guess what? We got another season. Before, we was like, yeah, we used to be happy. Now it's like, all right. What? All right, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just gets draining because there's so much that goes into it where it can almost milk you dry. You know what I mean? And the thing is, we have to deal with, as cast members, we have to understand that because there's a lot of things that we film and it doesn't get put out the way it was filmed.
It was actually happening.
Like, for example, like let's say we filmed this today.
Right.
They can make this look like this was filmed yesterday or the day before or a year from now or a year before. Like they can play with it and they could put tomorrow in front of this day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They can
switch the time.
They just make it look crazy. Like you're like, it ain't happen like that. But like and to the world it did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
and y'all don't have any say so as far as that.
No, you don't have no say so. Because it's like this, I have to learn this. We got a job and they got a job to do too. Mm-hmm. So people always ask me, man, is it real, is it fake? I always say this, we the cake, they the icing. Mm-hmm. They go sell it to you. Yeah. But we the cake because this is real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they go, you know, fabricate it.
Doctor.
Because they know how to get to, they have an audience where they structure in their system that they knows what works already.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I had to understand that part because at first we used to take it very personal and get mad, but it's like, well, we signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? So we just had to adjust and accept certain things, and then you just start knowing how to move. But then it's like you can't teach a old dog new tricks. Like that we already know how to go. So that's how other people get it on the show because they have to switch up storyline. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they may bring 1 or 2 new people around, and you imagine we the dynasty, we the core. So they bring. You know, people from they'll fly people out. Whoever, and then the thing is, they don't even go get our people. This is just they go get who they think looks good on camera, and they got to sit in the room with us. So it's like, can you swim with the sharks? Mm-hmm. If not, you know, you out. It's fast. Like it's fast. It's a lot of people that has came that you'll never see on TV ever because it's like they get cut that fast. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's there. It's crazy.
So not to backtrack a little bit. So you mentioned that when they came to you, you didn't know which network or city was going to be on. So basically, a team has an idea. They basically work with y'all, and then they go pitch and sell the show.
Yep, that's what it was. It was a production company.
Okay.
Big Fish. That's what the team. They came, filmed us. We didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And they kept it real low profile.
Gotcha.
And you know, once we got the word on what it was, everything got to rolling. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm just asking from like a
No,
perspective that people don't even know. Okay, so when they sign y'all, is it after it gets a deal, or they're like, okay, so what I'm saying, let's say I'm a production company, and I'm like, yo, I have an idea I want to do for a show. Do y'all film off a GP, and then once that show gets picked up, then
yep, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, because you had to deal with contracts, not just only from them, but we dealing with networks now.
Okay.
Viacom and everything.
Gotcha.
So,
I got you.
yeah.
That makes sense. Because I was wondering, so when actually do you sign? Because when a production company comes, let's say they do it, and then it doesn't get picked up.
Yeah, like I what's crazy is like it's a lot of shows that got picked up. I mean pitched. A lot of people shoot that it will never come out. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people be trying, but they saw something in us, and I think what it was why they wanted to film us to go against the grain of what people think Chicago is. Yes. A lot of people doubt Chicago. Right. But we honestly been the longest running TV show in Chicago. You know what I mean? Still to this day. It's been a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because what we really did it for was more so to show the world that is good things going on in Chicago outside of, the killings and everything that's going on, and the negative. So we bring positive, got positive people, positive energy, positive, good things going. So for us, it was like, why not show that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why not hold our city down in a different light? You know what I mean? Because people were scared to come to Chicago. Yeah. And even if it's people that's still scared, at least they can watch it and be like, dang, it's Chicago. It's pretty cool. Some cool guys. So it's people that literally would just fly just for us. Right. Like nothing else. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know y'all. Yeah. We see that. So we feel safe with y'all. And, we always make everybody feel at home. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Because it's like, the way it is in Chicago is like, what you choose to entertain, like whatever you're looking for, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like if you're looking for something, yeah, of course, like you're asking for it, but it ain't just gonna happen to you for no reason. I mean, if you're in the wrong environment, you go see some shit. But that's anywhere I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But Chicago, cool, like we're real smooth, laid back people.
Fact. So from your perspective, I know this is a scripted series. What are your thoughts on the show, The Shy?
So what's crazy is that two of my homies, they actually filmed on that show. Okay. You know what I mean? I think it's dope. They actually reached out to sound guy over there. I don't know what to call this position, but they wanted my music on the show. Yeah, so we're working that right now. So
for the next season.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. Do you feel like it's portraying Chicago, and I mean I know it has a storyline.
It's portraying everyday Chicago though. Like I can't take away from what's really going on. Right. It's it's realistic. It's believable because you could check the stats yourself and know that, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's entertaining though, right? But that is what's going on now.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So man, let's get to the music. You know what I'm saying? So project release 2020 was Self Love, right?
Yes.
That was your last project?
Yeah. Self Love. I dropped that project because a year or two before I was dealing with like a lot of just like depression, right? And so that was my response to the people, let them know, to update them, let them know I'm all right. Look. And I needed that. I needed that self-love because I was giving so much love. I was giving so much of my energy to everybody else. Right. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it don't matter how much people love you, bro. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to value nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can sit here and tell you how good you're doing and this and that. But if you don't feel it, bro, it don't matter, bro. So like I was literally dealing with that, and I just had to like accept, flaws and all, and just appreciate my life and where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Because things can be it could be a lot worse.
Nah, definitely. Do you think, reality TV plus how much you work tattooing, do you think all that combined played a role on your depression?
Well, see, I've been dealing with depression since I was a kid. Like, not having my pops around was really big for me. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I always used that animosity or energy to, like, really, it gave me fuel to my fire. Like, you know, he gonna regret, I was working so hard for somebody it was still getting unnoticed because he never cared. So, um, but fast forward, dealing with, you know, people in your business every day in your life, and you can't just do the normal things. Like, of course, that does take a toll on you. You have to learn how to channel that type of energy. Like, nobody can really prepare for that.
Right.
Like, I've tried to prepare, like knowing, like, oh, tomorrow today, come on, what we gonna do? You could think, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Experience is the best teacher. So, you know, it took a toll because sometimes, like, when I hit rock bottom, it happened on a show, bro. Like, I took 3 months away from filming because I was trying to do a job, but my mindset was my mental was fucked up.
Right.
So I'm trying to still be here, and the camera catches everything. They catch body language. Right. They know when
facial expressions, everything.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, for me, I was trying to hold it in, and it just got to the point where it's like I just have to run off set. You know what I mean? No explanation. You know what I mean? And as real as it is, I get it. It's reality TV, so they like to get real things that's happening. I get it, but it's like sometimes it's like, look,
you need something for yourself.
What's really the real, bro? Like, I need a moment. Like they, and as much as I need a moment to myself, they like capture it. It's like, bro, fuck these cameras. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I get it.
Right.
But y'all gotta understand, like, it's time, place for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I was dealing with, you know, like a moment where I was like to the point where I couldn't take it no more, bro. I was like literally finna just let this shit all go. And so I had to take the time to just remove myself from all that because I didn't know who to trust or nothing, bro. I just, I'm a person that's always there for everybody. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I just wasn't strong enough to hold myself up. I had everybody else back except my own. So I literally had to hit rock bottom, you know, remove myself, do a lot of therapy. So hitting reset, you know what I'm saying, for me was probably the best thing that I can do because I was keeping things away from my family too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always, my energy is always positive and uplifting to somebody else. So, like, I ain't trying to put that energy on nobody, you know what I'm saying? But it happened. So, you know, the good part about it was the people who I've been there for have been there for me a lot more. But because they didn't know that side of me. Right. So now that they do, so now people check in more and
keep
more
aware.
More aware.
Do you think did you put all this into your music, or you put just enough for people, but still have some for yourself?
Yeah. So I definitely I always tell people, like, if you really want to understand me better, I always say listen to the music, because music is where I'm just filter free. I can just, you know, give you a better understanding now, and especially now, because people see me and they just know me from what they know me from, and they just want pictures or talk about, you know, whatever they think they know or whatever, you know, what they saw. So, but it's so much, you know, it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's 10% of me. You know what I mean? So now I just try to, you know, push people towards that and feed people with that. Like, I understand I got tattoos and all this stuff, but like, if you want to really know Phor one-on-one, like, you got to listen to the music.
It's all there.
It's all there.
That's what's up. So something you said earlier about not having fathers. I want to ask you this. I mean, you have any kids?
I got one on the way.
You got one on the way. So let me ask you this. I have a 13-year-old daughter. What is something that you want to instill in your kid that you never got from your father?
Man, bro. Okay, that's a good question. Wow. See, there was a lot of broken promises, you know what I'm saying, with me and mine. You know, I want to create for my child, you know, great memories, you know, a great relationship, a bond, you know what I mean, trust, love, you know. I was missing a lot of love, you know what I'm saying, and I had to literally get it from, you know, my brother's father or either my uncles or my friends' dads, and, you know, that's all I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to be loved, bro. Right. So my child, they're gonna be, you know, showered with love, you know, in that relationship, that partnership where they can open up and just talk, you know, best friend, you know what I mean? don't have to, be scared or nothing. Like I got your back forever. Like,
I
ain't gotta have that type of animosity, but I'm gonna still push them. They're gonna be spoiled, but with love, and they're gonna know how to value things. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my come up was animosity. I was mad, but I had a great mother that played mom and dad. She did everything for me. So, shout out to her.
That's real. I also realized, a lot of people learn from, the stuff they never had in their life. They learn and apply that to the future. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad wasn't in my life that often, only during basketball season.
Okay.
But it was because he wasn't loved as a kid by a man, so he didn't know how to show love.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
his way of showing love to me was support me in my basketball games.
Right.
But it was forced. It was like yelling at me instead of like, yo, okay. This, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Talking like, all right, you did this, but you could have did this. So now, every time I play basketball,
you almost felt bad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Every time I play basketball, I think of my dad, and it mentally screwed me over when I'm playing. Cause I'm like, if I mess up, he's gonna be upset with me, and this is all we have together. You know what I'm saying? So it really hurt my game. Cause I'm like, damn, if I miss this shot,
you thinking about pops, like
the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole time. So it's like, man, and then when I had my daughter, she plays sports, volleyball, basketball, track. I realized, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad, show her love, talk her up. You know what I'm saying? All right, you did this wrong. I'm gonna tell you what you can do next time.
For sure. For sure.
And then let's go work on that.
Yeah.
You know
even winners take losses, bro.
Man,
like, it is what it is. Practice makes perfect.
Nah, facts, bro. So, man, 2021, I even hate talking about years, bro, but like, you know what I'm saying? Now, is music the sole focus for you right now? Or you still
honestly, right now, I'm just at a point now where I'm just applying the pressure on everything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to settle. If I got people rocking with me for this, rocking with me for that, it's like, why not feed them?
Yeah.
I'm feeding the streets, you know what I mean? As well as myself, you know what I mean? I'm really big on self-love now, so like I'm taking that time to, woosah, you know what I'm saying, work out, you know what I mean, get my mind right before I even go give myself to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what helped me, bro. Like the gym helped me more than therapy. Like that's became therapy for me. Like it was more mental because it helped me. It helped me channel out negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Pushing and just staying positive.
Gotcha. So in the gym, what are you listening to in the gym?
Honestly, I listen to a lot of like motivational speeches. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like like The Rock got some, Denzel got some. And, so I listen to they listen to all that. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go and keep going. You know, sometimes you just need to hear certain key words.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? To push. So,
no, definitely. I'll be on that Stairmaster. I get about 17 minutes.
Oh yeah, bro. Stairmaster real.
Yeah. Then I'm like,
Stairmaster ain't no joke.
The extra motivation. I'm trying to get to 45. I'm gonna get there one day. Bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm doing an hour on them joints now.
It's my partner.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Legs be heavy.
Yeah, that's the cheat code though.
Yeah.
Stairmaster, bro.
Facts.
Drop that weight fast.
So you told me the first person who co-signed you became a tattoo was your brother, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to music, who was the first person like, bro, you have to keep doing this? Like, I really support your music and your artistry.
My brother.
Again.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, he been up for everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's crazy, bro? My brother has too, but you know what? Rest in peace. But my auntie, she played a big part in my music too. Like I was scared to let my mom hear my music because I cursed. But my auntie was like, man, let me hear that shit. You know so she was always rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? She was like, man, keep going.
Gotcha.
Keep doing it. Your mama, she be all right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. So full circle, to come to answer a two-part question. The title's all together, bro. I'm gonna ask you a really cliche question, but people have layers to them. So the first question is gonna be to you, who is Phor, right? And then the second part is, out of all your music that you created, tell us what song for people that's first watching this or first hearing about you, what should they listen to get a better perspective from you? So who is Phor, and then what they should listen to really deep dive into who Phor is.
I mean, Phor is just, man, I feel like there's really nobody like me. Honestly, I feel like I am my own kind of person. I feel like I'm special. I'm an artist, I always expect the unexpected with me. I like stepping outside the box. You know what I mean? I like being, but I'm always gonna be that motivation for somebody. You know what I mean? For the next generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the big brother almost. You know what I mean? Like inspire the next. Like I ain't no hater on nobody. I show love. Musically though, if people really wanna understand me a little better mentally, listen to the song I got. It's a few of them, but I would say listen to my song called "Help." Yeah.
Which part of it is that on?
No, it's just a single. I didn't put it on the project. It's just a single. It's called "Help." You know what I mean, check it out. You know, it's one of my favorite songs. One of my realest songs and honest songs. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was necessary. I feel like it was a song I was actually hesitant on putting out because that's how deep it was. You know what I'm saying? But that's it was real personal. But you know, them the songs that people relate to the most. You know what I mean? And feel. So I feel like I got like a really big response with that song when I dropped it. So I would tell people to listen to that.
And last but not least, bro, leave our audience with some motivation, whether it's a quote or affirmation. You know, I got like 3 I go by, but we want to hear from you, bro. What is something you want to tell people to motivate and inspire?
Man, what I tell myself every day, you know, you are enough, you know, you are powerful, and I keep going. Consistency is key. Simple as that.
You heard that right here on COSIGN Conversation. This is a cover edition with my guy Phor. Tune in and get that issue now.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's good? Thanks for supporting COSIGN Magazine by watching this video. If you really enjoyed this content, please subscribe, like, comment, and share.